What's up, lords and ladies? Welcome back to another video on this channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you guys. This isn't the easiest video to make. As you may see in front of here, we got my girl Bibi. Now Bibi, she's been going through quite a bit lately, and honestly it's a really difficult subject to talk about when animals get sick. But it really looks like Bibi got sick again. As many of you guys know, last year around this time, she got sick, and I took her to the vet, and we were able to get her and recover her, and she was doing great. And you know, just as it might be a shock to you guys, it's also a shock to me, because it wasn't, you know, too long ago that I celebrated her birthday and she looked fine and alert. But something, I don't know if it's, you know, can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but you know, it's most likely the exact same illness as she basically went through last year. This time around it came pretty hard, and she has not been eating for the past couple of weeks, and she's definitely lost some weight. You know, I've spoken to the vet, we've got her back on medication, so hopefully we could get her bouncing back. But honestly, this right here, like, she is honestly like my everything. She's the reason why I even started YouTube, you know, posting about my reptiles and everything. So it definitely, you know, hits home to see her like this. And I could honestly not make a video like this. So I'm gonna do everything that I possibly can to get her back into shape, and you know, have her into a speedy recovery. She's not eating, so that's a big concern. So I am gonna have to syringe feed her for the time being, just so she could keep her energy. At the same time, I don't want her to be regurgitating or vomiting, because that's gonna take a lot of energy from her. But man, I don't know if it's genetics or what it is that is causing her to get sick just randomly, but it definitely makes me, you know, upset, and you know, it hits home to see her go through something like this. You know, she just turned 6 years old, and she was doing fine, and from it almost seems like from one day to the next, it just went bad. And you know, whatever it was, whether it was a parasite or bacteria, it just started to basically go into town. And not, man, this I don't even know, like, words can't even express really, you know, what is, you know, how I'm feeling, you know, to see her like this. So I'm gonna do my best to stay strong, so you know, I could push and help her with her recovery. You know, she did it once, you know, last year, and I know she's a strong girl to do it again. So if you're watching this, please keep Bibi in your prayers, because I wouldn't want anything to happen to her. Alright, so this video isn't the easiest video to make, but I'm gonna have to stay positive and look on the bright side. You know, she's still, you know, looks like she's still alert and could still fight through it. But this is what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, of what I'm doing currently to basically you know, help her with her recovery. Because she's not eating, and because she's not drinking water, and she's taking medication, that's already taking a big toll on her body. So the very most important thing to do is keep her hydrated. Now I do have this syringe here. If I basically put droplets on her face, oh my, see that? Oh my god, that right there is a good sign, because I was honestly, you know, not prepared or not expecting her to basically be drinking on her own. Because for the past week, what I actually been doing is basically opening her mouth and putting the syringe in there and squeezing, you know, little by little, some water in her mouth. So the fact that she's now drinking on her own, man, that just like took off a big like weight on my shoulder. You know, I was kind of, you know, not expecting that. So the number one thing that I want to show you guys in this is that when it comes to a bearded dragon that is going through an illness or anything that they're going through and you're giving them medication, it's very important for them to stay hydrated. Even if they're not eating, they need that water in their system, because the medication is doing a lot of work of either, you know, killing the bacteria or you know, it's putting your bearded dragon's body into a little bit of stress. And if your bearded dragon's already weak, the one thing you don't want to do is, you know, not give them water, and they basically, you know, go through an even harder time. And trust me, you know, if you don't have water and you're already going through a stressful time in your body, you're not going to have a really good recovery, and that might just be the end of it. So, you know, for me, the one thing that I knew going into this is I need to keep her hydrated. That's my number one goal. And then little by little, get her back on food and back on eating, because a bearded dragon should not go long period of time while eating. And the fact that she doesn't even look at anything, and I've tried different foods, I've tried hornworms, everything that's basically her favorite, she's not been eating. And I'm going to show you guys the medication that I've been using to basically help her, that's been prescribed to her. And you know, I'm gonna give her her dose, but this is a huge step. Like, you don't even understand. Like, she wasn't even, you know, I honestly thought I was gonna lose her, and you know, I'm still keeping my hopes, you know, high, of like hoping that everything goes well. But this right here alone, of her just being able to drink water on her own and not having me force her to drink water by putting the syringe inside of her mouth, is a huge step. So it takes a lot of stress that I've been feeling these past few days. So hopefully, you know, the next video is a positive one and we get her back on food. But just this alone right here is a huge success, because I thought I was gonna show you guys how I syringe feed her water by basically opening her mouth and syringe feeding her water. But, you know, I put droplets on her face and she started drinking away. So if your bearded dragon's going through some hard times, don't give up on them, but stay on top of their hydration. It's very important. Even if you have to syringe feed them water, which I guess I'm going to show you guys how to do it. You know, you just put the chin down, you lift up their mouth like that, and you basically syringe it inside. I don't want to force it in her because I don't want to stress her out. She's already been drinking, but more or less that's what you need to do. It's very important that you get water in their system. Don't overdo it. You know, give them maybe 2 syringes depending on your bearded dragon's weight. But that alone right there goes a long way, because Bibi here, she was not even drinking water, she was not even eating, and now she's at least drinking on her own, and that right there is a huge step. So I'm gonna give her her dose of medication, so that way you guys know exactly what I'm doing with her. But yeah, I'm really happy that she's drinking water. Okay, so I got her medication here. Now this is going to help out with any parasite that she has in her system, as well as the bacteria that's causing her to not want to eat. It's also a stimulator, so it, you know, stimulates her wanting to eat, because, you know, it increases their appetite. So I definitely recommend you guys consult with a vet. That way they could prescribe you the right medication for your bearded dragon. Because she wasn't eating, you know, it might not have been a parasite or a bacteria that caused it, but with that being said, once you get sick, things just start adding up. So the last thing you want to do is ignore the symptoms, ignore the things that your bearded dragon is showing, and basically you know, they have a harder time to bounce back, or they might not even ever bounce back. You know, it's a hard thing to always, you know, make the call. But when your bearded dragon is sick, and you need help, consult with a vet. I try my best to answer messages, but not always can I get to messages. So if your bearded dragon is sick, you could reach out to me. I'll try to help, but consulting with a vet, and talking to them and figuring things out is always important. So what I have here is her medication that I'm going to be giving her. Now, I'm basically giving her half of the recommended dose because she's already going through some hard times with her system, being already weak, and I don't want to, this is the only second dose that I've been giving her. I don't want to just jam her with medication and make her, struggle more. So the vet said, start off small. So that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, Bibi. And we're gonna squeeze. There we go. But what I'm gonna also do is give her some water. So let's see if she drinks on her own. Come on, Bibi. So I am, because she didn't drink any water, I am gonna step in and syringe feed her some water. Okay, yeah, she did not like that, but at least we got a little bit of water in there. That's gonna help out with the medication, her being able to swallow it properly. Now, aside from that, I did want to also give her food and other things, but I think she's kind of done with, the amount of kind of, stress that maybe that medication, and me just being inside here, it's, even though she does like interacting and being, social, I think right now it's best, not to handle her as much and not do too many things. But in my next video, I'm gonna be doing a feeding video on how I feed a bearded dragon that is ill. It sucks that I basically need to make these types of videos with Bibi. Honestly, I don't even want to think of anything. I just want her to just recover. I hate seeing her like this. You don't even understand what Bibi means to me. And yeah, so hopefully I could, have her bounce back. But with that being said, that is it for this video. Keep us in your prayers, and we're gonna definitely push through this. Bibi, has been with me forever, and she does mean a lot to me. So, I'm hoping that she could bounce back and nothing bad happens, but just seeing her drink water on her own was the biggest thing. Now, if this video, for whatever reason, I didn't want to make this video because a lot of you guys do look up, to these videos to either start your day or to make you guys laugh and everything, and trust me, I'm still gonna be posting other videos of me doing things with my other bearded dragons, but I just wanted to make this update and share this news with you guys. So keep us in your prayers, and hopefully you guys stay safe, keep the blood pumping. Bibi over here is a strong girl, so she's definitely gonna bounce back. And we'll see you guys in my next video, right, Bibi? It's gonna be good. You're gonna be okay, girl. Peace.